At the right rally. He was meant to be there because somebody heard that and got encouraged by that, regardless of what she had to say. And funny fact, there were 2,000 people at that rally. How many times have you seen Donald Trump at a rally with just 2,000 people? 10 times that at minimum. And there's a reason for that, because the people are speaking about what it is that they want, and they're going to get it. I really feel that.
Yeah, I like what you said, how, well, Kamala Harris said she's at the wrong rally, but you're like, no, he's actually at the right rally, because he might have just shown to that undecided voter that believes that Kamala Harris is going to be the best person, that, well, maybe she actually doesn't believe in Christian faith.
Especially if they're Christian. I mean, those two guys were not the only Christians sitting there.
And then she also didn't attend the, I believe it's called the Al Smith dinner.
She did not.
Because she was afraid that she would offend the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
And so you're pandering to one group of people.
And they don't want to be pandered to. I happen to know this. They really don't. You've got the outliers that are like screaming, but then you've got the ones who are like, oh God, here we go again. And so those middle of the road people, they're gonna vote the right way. I really do believe. I mean, I have friends who are, in that class and category. I don't even like to categorize people, so really I hate doing that. But they're like, I'm voting for Trump. No, she's crazy.
It's like hard when you pander to a group and you change your accent in one group and whatnot. It's like, come on.
Don't forget, with maybe a few exceptions here, people in your age category are stupid. Remember, she said that. Yeah, don't forget that.
And then the next day, I just saw a video the other day. She's like, I love Gen Z.
Oh yeah, sure. She's saying whatever she has to say to get a vote from somebody.
I think people are catching on.
Oh, you think?
1 million people showed up to vote in North Carolina. Who do you think the majority of the field voted for?
I think a good 55-60% will vote for Trump.
And how do you feel about the reaction from North Carolina? Really quick last question, then we're going to ask these ladies some questions. How do you guys feel about the reaction from the federal government here in North Carolina with Hurricane Helene?
I think that there's mixed reviews on that. I like to see what really is going on. I've heard both sides, very compelling arguments. But what we really need to be careful about is AI on the internet. Watch out.
Okay, hey, it was great speaking with you guys. Thank you so much for your time. With the left hand. Really quick, ma'am. Who are you going to be voting for?
Oh. I don't like talking politics. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, no worries. Yep, we got a group. We still got our woman back here. Okay, really quick, we'll do it. We got these group. They're going to talk. Oh shit, we actually already talked to her. She said she was voting for Kamala, so this is going to be perfect. All right, ma'am, come with me. You got your time to stand on business. We already talked to this lady. She said she's going to vote for Kamala. And now let's see what she's got to say. We're back. How you doing? So, we have you're voting for Kamala Harris, correct? And this lady right here, she said she's voting for Donald Trump. And what makes you want to vote for Donald Trump, and what makes you want to vote for Kamala Harris?
I'm a Democrat. Why are you a Democrat? I grew up in a Democrat. Why do you like Kamala? Why Kamala? Like, what about her though? Like, even if she was if it wasn't all Democrat and Republican, what makes you want to vote for her instead of Trump?
I mean, ain't she the first female president? Won't she be the first female president? I'm all about.
She's gonna go off her emotions.
So even if she was a Republican, though, I would still vote for her because she's a woman. Okay.
Her emotions with everything. We're gonna be in a shit show. We go off our emotions on anything, don't we? We let our emotions. They do, but no.
He did, but he tried to go in the White House and said he'd been to jail too many times, for real.
He hasn't been in jail.
Like, is he gonna be the first, is he gonna give felons a second chance?
He said he would though. That's something they're talking about. See?
Okay.
Trump 2024 site.
Ain't that right, bro? Trump for president. He can't hear. Trump for president. I hope y'all hear me and understand that. Trump for president.
Come back. You gotta talk to the microphone right here. Speak your mind.
And the reason I vote for Trump, only president put some money in my pocket. And I dropped the mic.
That was definitely Corona.
I don't care.
You're not gonna get no other stimulus check.
So? He about money. The economy was doing good and everything.
Raised the child credit.
Trump for president. He give me a reason to turn it.
Okay, so she's gonna give a
Yeah, give me a reason to turn the news on. Forget reality TV and baddies and bad girls club. Turn the news on and watch Trump. That's reality for you.
That's not reality.
Yes, it is.
Reality
That's what's
is
going on. That's what's happening. That's what's going on.
We are. Do y'all know? Y'all don't know what Project 2025 is? Let's get to reading.
Yeah,
Cause see, let's
I'd love to hear it.
let's see.
You know he's not a part of Project 2025. That's just a lie from the media.
That's why I'm sitting here and ain't got nothing to say about it. Trump for president. How many times I got to keep telling them? They ain't listening. They ain't comprehending.
Is this your girl right here?
Nah, hell no. That's my homegirl. We all friends and family, you know.
That's my cousin.
Yeah.
And that's my baby.
Yeah, gang, he done disappeared. He thin out. He was just thinning up.
That's good.
Okay, Nathaniel's here.
So y'all feel like women should not have rights over their body if they want to abort a baby?
That wasn't real.
Not at all.
How is that not real? The thing is right here.
Project
The
2020.
media wrote that. It's a whole TikTok video
Trump-
with the bald-headed lady. You know the one, the
Trump coming-
sinister
is it coming out
lady.
of Trump lips. Huh? Is it
It's
flapping
not
out of
gonna
his
come out of
lips?
his lips because y'all so messed up with the whole
He ain't
stimulus.
say it.
2,500. You could tell motherfuckers ain't never had shit.
If it don't come out their lips, they ain't said it. You answer your own question. If it don't come out their lips, they ain't said it.
You can't believe everything you see on TikTok either.
It's a whole book.
Tell her, I don't think she heard you.
We're doomed. Raylan, what you got to say, Raylan?
What you got to say?
What you got to say, Raylan? Who you voting
Say
for?
Trump. There you go. You heard it. You heard that's Trump. And baby talk.
What happened to the Project 2025 you were gonna pull up?
Oh, you can read it. You want to read it yourself? Here you go.
I'd love to see
Here you go. You can read it.
If he's not, you too. If he has came out multiple times that he is not part of Project 2025, why do you think so many
Okay,
people keep
so when he
believing
get in
it?
office and then Project 2025 come, what you gonna say then?
I'll say, well, we all got told a lie, but Donald Trump has came out multiple times saying he is not part of Project 2025.
Yeah, where in
What
here does it-
century do you see felons being president when felons can't have jobs and have good jobs and do stuff? This
That's
you
a
don't
great
think
question.
that's weird?
We'll see if he wins on appeal because right now it's up in the air. And
There was nothing in that article related to Donald Trump.
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you.
My name's Jose.
Jose. And what do you think about that little conversation we had right there? Hey, thank you so much, man. People love you. W's in the chat for that lady.
It's good people. They're good people. They just hear what the media says and all the lies that they get spewed out. It's always the same. It's always the same way. I don't know. Me personally, I'm Trump all the way. I've been watching you for like a few months though. So I mean, the stuff that you put out just kind of eye opens a lot of stuff.
That's how I was too. I mean, I wasn't like a huge MAGA guy or whatever, but it just became the obvious decision. You gotta vote for Trump if you want to see change.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, yeah. Seeing you around this area right here, it wasn't this bad like Donald Trump, really. Like this whole little spot right here, the whole thing that you've been walking through right here, it got worse. Like,
Felon Square?
Yeah, Felon Square. That's basically it. Like I wrote on the chat, I was like, dude, don't go there. You're gonna like, I don't know what you're gonna see, but there's a lot of felons there. But like if you walk up a little bit more that way, you'll be fine. But no, yeah, under Trump, it was fine. Not that many homeless people. I heard, I don't know if it's real or not, but that a lot of homeless people got like shipped over here from California. And I don't know if that was going on in like some sort of sanctuary cities or not, but
How long ago?
this was probably like about 2 years ago. 2 years ago it
I know,
happened.
like in LA and San Francisco, they try to move out some of the homeless population, so they probably did give them bus tickets to move them around.
Yeah,
spread
move them
out, 'cause
around.
there's so
Some
many
of
of
them
them.
are like, I think you had one guy. Oh no, he wasn't homeless, but one guy from California. But yeah, there's a lot of people out here. It's not good. Me, I've convinced a lot of people to go for Trump. I'm just out there, dude. I'm just out there. I'm spreading out the message. I'm just like, yo, Trump. Yo, why? He's a cool guy. Also, really great president. And my girlfriend's out here watching too. She's over here looking. She's on the stream.
Awesome.
No, yeah.
She's in the stream. Thank
she's
you.
on the stream, yeah.
He's in the chat for your girlfriend.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, for sure.
well, thank you so much for coming
Oh,
out
yeah,
today,
for
man.
sure. Thank
Want a
you.
photo or anything?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Pass it over to Nate. He'll get it.
Nate?
Hey, cameraman
Nice to meet
Nate.
you, man.
Perfect. Hey, thank you so much for coming out.
You guys take care.
Thank you, Jose. Thank you. We appreciate it. Great guy right there. Boom. Let's move over there to the main street. All right, boom. We got extra long chat today, or extra long stream today, because Nate, yesterday we were doing 2 hours in Atlanta, and Nate read the screen wrong and said we got An hour. He said we got 2 hours, and we were at an hour and 20 minutes. He thought it meant 120 minutes. So, cameraman Nate messed up on that. We're doing a 2 hour and 30 minute long stream today. So, Nate's a college dropout. Elon Musk said that college education, he did a town hall, it was pretty cool, and he talked about how college education is becoming like less important as far as the need of it these days, just because of how woke some of these colleges have become. How you guys doing? Having a great day? Yeah, what do you guys think about no tax on overtime?
Sorry, I don't speak English.
Yo hablo español.
Poquito.
¿Hablan español? Oh, pues, ¿vos falas portugués?
Yes.
Oh, no falo.
No.
No falo.
Sorry.
Have a good one. I don't speak that good Portuguese. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, let's talk to this guy. He's got the ride glasses on. He's on the phone. Let's talk to this guy over here. How you doing, sir? Having a good day? Really quick, we're live. Who are you going for? You're good? Okay, no worries. Move over here. This little kid is all by himself. How you doing, sir? Alright, let's talk to this guy over here. I don't know if we can talk to kids on the stream. Yesterday, the little girl on the stream, her mom was for Kamala. She was about 11 years old and she was for Trump. She said because Trump would scare off North Korea. It was pretty funny. How you doing, sir? Having a good day? Really quick, we're live. Can we ask you a quick question? Hey, we love that Louis Vuitton. Ooh, look at that heartbeat. Look at that, look at that, look at that.
Yes.
Who are you voting for?
I'm Democrat.
Okay. And is there anything that could get you to vote for Donald Trump?
I love Donald Trump.
Why don't you vote for him?
Well, we're on different levels. He's on his level and I'm on my level. But the world, well, I don't care who's president. It's a bracket that I live in, so I'm just gonna stay in that bracket and good luck to everybody and I hope everybody be safe. And hey, go Trump. Go, what's the last name?
Why does nobody know Kamala Harris out here in North Carolina?
Kamala Harris. God bless y'all, okay?
Okay, what makes you excited about voting for Kamala Harris?
She says it's a new way. You know, everybody's living in the past, so let's try to look for the future.
When she was asked that same question about turning the page, she said she blamed on Donald Trump as far as why they have him for.
Donald Trump has his own ideas about what he wants to do with everybody in the world. So, you know, just like I said, you live in a bracket, you live in a bracket, you live in a bracket, and just be happy and respect, you know, your neighbors. Okay?
What makes you want to vote for Kamala Harris specifically? Is there anything, like any policies, anything that she has done or proven who she is?
Well, Hillary didn't win. I want to see a woman this time. Let them get in there.
Besides her being a woman, if we took away identity politics, race politics, just the facts.
Just the simple facts. Well, the debate that she had with Trump was interesting. So, mindset, I think she's ready to do the job for us. Give her 4 years, okay? But, love y'all guys. It's Bus. Go whoever.
Go who? Go who? You gotta choose one person. Who are you voting for?
One person.
Were you happy?
Democrat.
Democrat. You voting for Kamala. Yeah. How'd you feel about the hurricane? Did we just make you make this your bus? Was that your bus?
No. Well, it's bad, y'all. So you know. Do whatever you can to pitch in and just keep them uplifted in prayer. Okay. Prayer helps. Okay, y'all.
Amen. How you doing, sir? You having a great day? Good, good. North Carolina. It's a swing state this year. Do you know what a swing state is? Okay, well, a swing state means it is a state that can either go Democratic or Republican come the election time. So far in the United States, we've got 7 of them. We've got Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. So we're visiting some of these swing states this week to ask people who they're going to be voting for to see if we can get a better understanding as to who was going to win the election. So far, 1 million people have voted here inside North Carolina as early voting has begun. You yourself, who will you be voting for?
It's hard to say. Whatever on my mind that day. That's what I
If you had to show up to the poll right now, who would you vote for?
Neither one of them.
Well, if you had to choose between Trump or Kamala Harris.
I don't want to sound like an asshole and say Trump. I don't want to sound like an asshole and say Kamala.
Wait, so you want to sound like an asshole and say Trump? Well, but you gotta say the people are wondering right now. You got a couple thousand people watching you, and they're like, "What is he saying?" Look at him.
I'm in the middle. I mean, I could go either way. I mean, when I wake up and I get fresh and I decide to go to the pool, I could go either way, literally. Like, seriously. I'm like this. I don't know.
Okay. Close your eyes really quick. Boom! Wake up. Who are you voting for?
Trump.
Okay. There you go. Awesome. Have a good one. That was a quick little exercise. We need to do those exercises every morning, sir. Come back. Let's get some more exercises in there. Close the eyes. Boom. Trump. Boom. Hillary. Oh. That's it, Hillary. I meant Kamala. All right. Really? Brooker Pizza, right now we're at 20 for 12?
20 for 12.
20 for Trump?
20 for Trump,
12 for Kamala.
Wow. Things have changed since the last time we did this tour.
Yeah,
They've really changed. A lot more people are saying Trump.
Yep. These are critical times, like I'm saying. Critical times. People are switching up. That was hilarious. Boom! He's like Trump. That was great. That was great. Someone said, "Marry me, Brooker T, John O'Rourke." What do you got to tell him?
John, I'm sorry, but I'm already married.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's see. We got some workers. It's always fun talking to the people that are actively working here on the streets. Trump or Kamala Harris? Trump or Kamala Harris?
Oh, definitely Trump.
Definitely Trump. Have a good one, man. You too. How you guys doing? How's life out here in North Carolina? Oh, she's ready. We'll come back to you. One sec. And what? You're live right now. You got a couple thousand people watching you. Why are you voting for Donald Trump?
Because the last 4 years, our country is no longer safe. Our children's future are being compromised. I have 5 children. The economy stinks, and it's really important that we're able to afford homes, cars, food, groceries, and now we can't. And when Trump was in office, gas was like $1.87 a gallon. It's now what, 3-something a gallon? Everything across the board is more expensive because of the policies of the current administration. And I just think we need to change. We need to go back to basic American values. And that's why Trump will be, not without a question. And I've always been a Trump supporter, but this is without a question. We have to vote Trump this way.
Yeah, we have actually gone all across the country these past few weeks asking people who they're going to be voting for. And we did it. We're doing a tour right now. We're going to all 7 swing states. But we did another one about 2 weeks ago. A lot of people were for Kamala Harris. But today we've been taking the tallies, and Kamala Harris actually won when we did this video here in Charlotte. But today so far it's been 21 for 12 for Donald Trump.
So Charlotte was higher for Kamala.
Yeah, but even in Atlanta, Georgia yesterday, the first time we went, it was dead split. This time Trump won as well. And so a lot of people, as the election's getting closer, we're finding more people are actually voting for Donald Trump.
I think they're seeing more and more that she doesn't have any policies.
Yeah.
You ask her what she's doing on certain things, she doesn't have any answers. And then I think these hurricanes were really very telling as to how Americans were treated versus other folks who are allowed in this country now. So, say our prayers.
Yeah, and something interesting as well on there's this marketplace called Plier Market where you can predict on the election. When we did this thing 2 weeks ago, it was 50-50, 51 for Kamala Harris and 49 for Donald Trump. Now Donald Trump is up 70%. He's 64% to 37% to Kamala Harris.
And these are based on your numbers.
Those are based on who people are predicting will win, like a huge
predictions, but not actual tallying or surveying. That
no.
you all do. Okay, that's
But
interesting.
that's like what people are willing to bet. Because there's like millions of dollars going inside those markets.
Oh, yeah,
and so it's interesting to see the shift. And Kamala Harris has had a horrible last few weeks as far as she's been drinking beers with Stephen Colbert, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
On The View, she said there's nothing she would change. She went on Call Her Daddy podcast to talk about abortions and women's rights.
And just Brett Bayer's interview. I mean, that was.
What was your main takeaway from that interview?
She didn't know what she was talking about. I mean, I'm not a big Brett Bayer fan, but he did a really good job. He held their feet to the fire, so.
And when she made 60 Minutes on her interview, they actually did do a pretty good job like holding her accountable for stuff, but they edited out about half the interview.
I want to see the unedited version, but they won't show it to us.
Yeah, and then Donald Trump declined to go on 60 Minutes because 60 Minutes had the information of the Hunter Biden laptop before the last election, and they withheld it. Do you think we're going to see like an October surprise?
I think so.
What are you expecting to see?
But it's got to be something, because they always do. So, I don't know what's going to be.
Do you think it'll be against Donald Trump, or, I mean, like, how?
Oh, it's going to try to turn the table, but I think if history is any indication, it's going to make people more supportive of Donald Trump, because they've tried everything they can, and it's all backfired.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I think that it's going to do the same. So, just got to keep saying our prayers.
Keep saying your prayers.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, ma'am. Is there any other message? If somebody is on the line between voting for Kamala Harris that's watching this video, what would you say? Is there anything else you'd like to say to them?
Just look at your bottom line. What can you afford now versus what you could afford, 5 years ago? And if the answer is you can't afford anything now, then Trump's your answer. And people say, he's mean tweets. I'm not voting for Trump because he's my best friend or he's going to be my best friend. I'm voting to do a job. Like get a surgeon who's the best surgeon, but he may be arrogant. I don't care what you are. If you're the best surgeon, I want him. Trump's the best one to do the job.
And you have 5 kids. How many of those kids are boys? Or
4.
4. And do you worry about any of those boys getting sent off to war if Kamala Harris wins? They're older.
Yeah.
My mother worries about me getting drafted.
Yeah, my youngest one could possibly be on the edge, but let's hope and pray we don't.
Do you think Kamala Harris will stop the wars?
No. No, because we've had too many problems that we're not a presence anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump kept us safe for 4 years, and everyone knew he was a commander-in-chief, and he held a lot of respect in the world, and people listened to him. No one listens to us now. We are basically the laughing stock, which is sad.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, man. We appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
You have a blessed day. Who do you think these women are voting for up here?
It's hard, I don't know.
About the hairstyle, what do you think?
Let's say Trump.
Okay.
Let's say.
Well, we'll see. I think otherwise. All right, let's see what they say. How are you guys doing? Good. Really quick, we're live. We're asking people who they're going to be voting for. Who are you guys going to be voting for?
I'm not gonna vote.
And ma'am, we were just speaking to her, and they say they're voting for Kamala Harris. She says she's voting for Donald Trump. What makes you guys want to vote for Kamala Harris?
Just some particular views. Being a first-generation immigrant, I don't particularly like Trump's, policies and the views that he has on immigrants, Muslims, and women. But everybody has their own opinions. I respect all opinions. Yeah.
And do you guys think how long did it take for you to migrate, or what was the process like?
Well, we were really lucky. We won the green card lottery. We were like the first. Yeah, we were first out of 2, to this day in our village in Tajikistan to win the lottery. So I came here when I was 2. I just got my U.S. citizenship. My first time voting. I just turned 18 too. But other than that, yeah, for me it was easy. But it really all just depends. It's it's a lottery.
It's a long process, and do you think it's kind of insulting to the migrants that worked hard and they did their time as far as papers and everything, and now we know that over 10 million have came in? Do you think, and they just walked across the border and now they come in the United States?
There definitely is problems with immigration, illegal immigration, definitely 100%. Yeah, that is something that definitely needs to be addressed, but also hardworking immigrants work really hard. Yeah, pay their taxes in the street. Yeah, they do pay their taxes. That's
we're not saying that.
The main argument that people have is that they come here, they use our benefits and stuff like that, they don't pay taxes, but that's always you can't always group people into one category. There's still those tax-paying illegal immigrants, but there's also, I do 100% agree, the immigrants that are coming, and they're like in New York City, they're like, there was this one building that they closed a school for like 3 months to house those immigrants, and
Colorado.
Yeah,
Colorado. Do you guys know about Colorado?
Yeah,
with the immigrants, the Venezuelan immigrants.
Yeah.
See, stuff like that, like, for me, like, I think, like, there's only so much you can do to help, but, like,
you guys feel safe on the streets knowing that there are undocumented, like, millions of undocumented people here, and they can't get held accountable for the crimes they commit?
Well, they do get held accountable. They definitely do. But there's also, like, you can't group those people into one category. But there's also, like, you're walking among, like, rapists, you know, everything like that. Like, it's just a risk you take every day just going outside in general.
For instance, in New York City or Denver, Colorado, where those are sanctuary states, if a illegal immigrant were to commit a crime, a police officer, it would be illegal for him to ask for their citizenship status. And so what they would do is they'd bring them into the jail, and then they'd release them the next day. And so they're not able to actually hold these criminals accountable.
Well, that's just like a faulty system, because there's people who, like American citizens, who commit crimes every day and get held accountable, they get fined. That's
like also a whole different topic that we won't get into, but you know, there's obviously people who commit crimes. That's the system. That's not the president's fault. That's, like you're saying, New York and Colorado. Like, that's the states that need to, you know, obviously take care of that. But, and like I was talking about, like New York can't send them to school for like those 3 months or whatever to sanction those immigrants. Obviously that was not a good thing to do, but that's the state's fault. You don't see South Carolina doing that. You don't see, you know, other places doing that. That's the state's fault. That's not something that Joe Biden said, hey, do this. You know,
And those states that they are sending them to are Democratic states, blue states. And here, North Carolina is a red state. You said South Carolina, also a red state. You don't see that sort of stuff happening, but when you go to those other states that are democratically ran, you do see a lot more crime. We just talked to somebody who moved here from California because of how bad it was getting.
Another thing though, with democratic cities, like, they're more populated, so like it's just like you have to like look at it.
Yeah, the one thing that you literally cannot put everybody in one category. Because if you want to talk about democratic states being more, you know, you said crime rates are higher. Democratic states have higher, you know, graduation rates, higher college rates, stuff like that.
More people are in that city.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
If you look at per 100, per 100,000, you're going to see, per capita, you're going to see a lot more.
That's what I'm saying. That's
so, well, we are categorizing it.
Another thing that's important is like education factors in red states as well. Like, most of the states that are ranked last in education are predominantly red states, and a lot of red states rank last in healthcare as well. So, I mean, like I said, like, you can't just, there's good things that Republicans advocate for, and Democrats as well. Like, for me personally, like, I'm not voting for a reason. I don't support the things that Joe Biden or Kamala Harris do, and I definitely don't support anything that Trump is willing to do.
I think the main reason, I wasn't going to vote either, but the main reason that's pushing me to vote this election was just the things that Trump has been coming out and saying. Like, he just did an interview where he said that he was going to, obviously there's like, to an extent where this is able to happen, I don't see it being even able to happen, but he was saying that he was going to abolish the, like, get rid of the Department of Education. I don't know if you saw the interview or not, but like, obviously that's a scary thing, and he's gonna enforce the Bible. Obviously that's something that I don't think that he would have the power to do that, obviously, but he's even just saying that, you know, it's a scary thing to where our Constitution says that we have, you know, like, our rights, we're freedom of religion.
Republicans, they always advocate for the Constitution this and that, but
they're saying, oh, the Bible says this, oh, the Bible says that. You can't go off of the Bible over with a country who has many different types of beliefs and faiths. It's just not fair.
Separation of church and state.
Yeah, they just completely, like, ignore the whole separation of church and state, which is just unbelievable, honestly. But I was not going to go for this election because, obviously, of Palestine and Israel. And that's a whole nother topic. And like, we're from South Carolina, so like my vote to Kamala is probably not even gonna matter. But yeah.
So if you don't vote, you're completely complacent with whatever happens. Like a partner.
I mean, for me,
it's helpless. It's really like we're helpless. Like there's nothing we can do, honestly.
Like I'm young, we're very young, we're 19 and like all of us are 19, so like we'll have like times where we can vote. Better candidates will probably be available. For me, that's like what I'm like this election I'm not gonna vote in, but I will be participating in other elections. You know.
Yeah, the main reason why I wasn't gonna vote is because Kamala Harris and Donald Trump and Joe Biden both like it's like this.
Biden's a joke, and Kamala Harris said there's nothing she would have changed in as far as the Biden presidency went.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Kamala Harris.
They're all bought out by AIPAC, and that's another thing that we can talk about for hours and hours.
Do you think Trump's bought out by AIPAC?
Yes, 100%.
AIPAC is something with, what is AIPAC?
Israel, yes, and the whole country, all the leaders. That's why it's all a joke, honestly. Like, but that's like a whole nother thing that like you have to really get
Should
into.
the United States defend and support Israel?
No.
Who should they support then?
They support their own people. Exactly. Because we have so many problems in our own country that we need
Ukraine, but Ukraine and Palestine are in the same situation. I think, like, I mean, for the not necessarily the exact same situation. Of course, I'm not saying that, but they are both like the victims in the situation, the people who are being attacked. And you can talk about October 7th but you got to think about the years of history in the past. October 7th is nothing compared to what happened.
And when you see these Palestine protests go on here inside the United States, and you see groups like Gay for Gaza, or you see other people that are protesting, do you think that, for instance, like Gay for Gaza, they wouldn't even be able to survive in those countries, right?
They wouldn't be able to survive in Israel. You gotta, that's topic,
but like that is a very interesting take. We are both Muslim, but we are very supportive of the LGBT community and all of the above.
But Hamas isn't, correct?
No. It's the whole Islamic religion.
Yeah, Muslim
idea is supportive of LGBTQ. Islam doesn't.
But they would at least be able to live in Israel, right?
We can talk
without being killed by.
Israel is very progressive state. It is a very many people from Israel have immigrated from the United States, for example, where they've already had these modern beliefs, and you have to realize that their religion, the Jewish religion, isn't really I'm not necessarily fully educated on their religion, but it's not something that they may see as a problem as much as Islamic people do. You just have to understand the people who are Muslim and how they have been raised throughout their whole lives. Like my parents are very homophobic. I disagree. There are so many things I disagree with them, but
they walk around saying, like this. They just keep those opinions to themselves.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it should be. But the thing that you're talking about, there's many. You can see documentaries.
When you see the support from college students and those groups that are LGBTQ+, nothing against them, right? They have here in the United States, they can be whatever they want. But when you see them support a cause that they would literally die for in other countries, do you think that's strange? Hamas would literally kill them, correct?
No, there are gay
Would Hamas kill them?
There's gay people. There's gay people in Palestine who are alive and who live freely.
But Hamas.
Obviously, Hamas.
She just said Hamas would kill them.
Dude.
Wait, so what's your argument?
Yeah,
let's not just
So I'm saying my original question was, do you think when you see those groups, do you think it actually makes an effect here inside the United States? Do you think what they're doing will help the people?
There has been effects where, obviously Kamala hasn't stopped sending bombs or anything, or Joe Biden, whoever, but they did release a statement saying that we should stop.
I think that it should stop an innocent life being